Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to both of you today for testifying. Appreciate all that you do. You have a very difficult job, and both of you do it with honor, so thank you so much for your service to our country. I represent in Michigan probably the largest Arab American, Muslim American community here in the United States, and had an opportunity just recently to meet with a number of community members at the Islamic Center and heard some great concern from the Yemeni American community as to what they are seeing in Yemen in terms of Saudi Arabian operations, what seems to be indiscriminate bombing, the killing of large numbers of civilians. I think, according to some estimates, over close to 4,000 civilians have been killed in Yemen by Saudi Arabian-led air campaign, which appears to them as indiscriminate, and according to them, it does great damage to the United States. People see those Saudi attacks as related to the United States, and has been increasing recruitment for folks who want to do harm to the United States because of the actions that are being undertaken by the Saudi Arabians. So if you could comment, General Votel, a little bit about what is happening there to us, and what do you assess the cause of the large number of civilian casualties that we're seeing in Yemen, and what can we do to reduce that?
I attribute, thank you for the question, Senator. I attribute those types of situations more to the competence of the forces that are operating there and their ability to properly target. As you are aware, we do not provide intelligence for those things. We do not make decisions for them. But yet we have a relationship with Saudi Arabia. And at my level and at levels below me, my air commander, a variety of subordinate commanders, we have engaged with our leaders, with our partner leaders in Saudi Arabia, to talk to them about the effects of this and to provide opportunities for them to learn from our experience in terms of this and improve their capabilities in this particular regard. And I think they have done that. In addition, I personally have reached out and talked to my counterpart about the importance of reaching out to international organizations like the ICRC, Doctors Without Borders, who also operate in these areas, and ask that they establish relationships and begin a discussion with between the Saudi Arabian government and Ministry of Defense and these particular organizations, so we can better understand what's happening on the ground and we can begin to work through this. And I'm very happy to tell you that is taking place now.
So you would characterize this as a training issue as opposed to some other factor that's causing for it?
I don't attribute it to deliberate decisions to target civilians. I attribute it to a growing need to develop a better and more precise targeting process for their operations.
And are we able to assist them in that?
We don't assist them directly with targeting on the ground, but we are able to, through our experience, through our people, engage them and help with their professionalism and give them the benefit of our experience and tactics, techniques, procedures, processes that we use to try to absolutely minimize those types of events. And we are doing that.
Well, it's good to hear. Thank you. General Votel, you also returned to move to Syria now. You were recently quoted in the New York Times about saying that we want to bring the right capabilities forward, not all of those necessarily resonant in the special operations community. If we need additional artillery or things like that, I want to bring those forward to augment our operations. And I know today in the news there was an artillery unit that I believe is being positioned in Syria now. In your estimate, what is the right mix of conventional and special operations forces that are going to be required to succeed in Syria?
Senator, I'm not sure I can give you an exact percentage-wise mix of this, but what I can tell you is that the way that we operate today with our special operations forces and unique capabilities they bring, through our experience in the last 15 or 16 years, we have become very comfortable and capable of operating together. And so what I have pledged to our commanders and what I expect from them is for them to ask for the capabilities that we need. And then for us to ensure that we have the right command and control, the right force protection, the right resources in place to ensure that it can function properly together. And that is, that to me is much more important than a particular mix of whatever the capabilities are. I think as we move more towards the latter part of these operations, into more of the stability and other aspects of the operations, we will see more conventional forces requirements, perhaps.
Great. Thank you, General.
Senator Wicker.
This